Hi there everyone, it's Misty here. Welcome to A Full Face of Elf. So, if you're new around these parts, just as an aside, I am not a beauty guru, a beauty influencer. I'm just some fat girl on the internet who likes to play with makeup. And today I thought I would do a full face of elf. So, you may be thinking to yourself, Misty, didn't I already see this video? Well, here's the thing. Fat girl is a dodo bird. While I'm talking, I'm going to be priming my face. This is the All the Feels facial oil. This is with their cannabis, in their cannabis line. And I don't have any other skincare on, so I could use this. So I posted that video, filmed that video. And I used some really old palettes, eyeshadow palettes. And they didn't work very well at all. Very well at all, if at all. And I remember saying in that, you know, oh, I don't have any of their new formulas, so I can't attest to how that is. I just have this. And so once I got done, I'd edited it and I'd gotten it uploaded. And the next day, I've been working in my craft room. So I'm in my craft room. I film in my craft room. I have a little corner over by the window that I film these videos. And I organize my things in like a Raskog cart from IKEA, and then I also have like a couple of drawers on the side. You guys don't need to know a lot. Anyway, so I've been cleaning things up, and I don't know if you guys remember, I had a birthday haul and I hadn't had a chance to put those items away. So while I was putting them away, I remembered that I had purchased two of the new four pan eyeshadow palettes. They're new little $3 eyeshadow palettes. And let me tell you, the eyeshadow in that video was struggle bus. Like, it was so bad. I even wiped off my face like twice. So once I found that, I was like, you know what, I'm gonna refilm this. And so here we are. So my hair is doing a thing. I'm giving it a go to see if I like it. It's coming in very wavy and very curly. I'm not doing the curly girl method, but I've always had some curl and some kind of wave to my hair, even when I was a kid. But it used to be really, really thick, and it's gotten thinner as I've aged and with hormones, I'm guessing. So anyway, if it looks a little cray-cray, we're just going to go on it with it. So I'm going to put on my eyebrows real quick, because you guys know I like to start there, because we will be doing eyeshadow first. I like to do my eyeshadow first. That way, if I get any fallout or anything, I haven't ruined an entire face of makeup. And I know not everybody likes to do it that way, and that's fine. So I'm going to be using the brow pencil. This is like a dark brunette. It's way too dark, number one. Number two, I don't like this pencil because it's very, 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 very creamy. And I prefer something a little bit more stiff. Just because when it's extra creamy like that, I feel like I can't, like my brows slide everywhere. But I'm going to fill them in using this. And then once I've got that done, we will move on and we'll work on an eye look. Who knows how that's going to look today. So it seems the trick with this, because this eyebrow actually turned out really fine, is to be very, very light-handed with it. So like kind of sketch out where you want them and then just kind of fill it in. It's a little bit different on this eye because I don't have nearly as many brow hairs. I've gotten out of consistency with my skincare and with using castor oil. If you have really thin brows and you've been thinking about castor oil, I say go for it. I would put it on every night before bed. Was putting it on every night before bed, and I got out of the habit of it, like I mentioned. But I did see significant regrowth in my eyebrows because they were very, very thin. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and set these, I think, just so they don't move around. I normally don't like to do that this early in the game, but I don't have a brow mascara from e.l.f., so I'm just going to use the one from Milani. That was in my project pan. I don't know if I'm still project panning, y'all. I don't know. I haven't decided because I haven't been wearing makeup. And that's kind of been the trend over the last couple of weeks or months, really, is that I'll get really good at wearing it and I'll wear it for a while and then I stop wearing it and there we go, right? Okay. Normally I would clean these up with concealer, but I don't think they need it. And normally I would use an eye primer rather than concealer for my eyes, but I have the e.l.f. Everything in this video is e.l.f. Misty. Everything. I have the camo concealer. I have the original camo concealer, which on my eyeballs is very, very drying. It's also very light. So I think I'm going to go ahead and use this on my eyeballs to prime my lids. So I'm filming this on the 1st of July. And all the Smiths with Shane and Jeffrey and Tati and James is going on. And it's just like, it's just so much. It's just so much. And I'm not taking a side. I mean, I never knew Shane Dawson, like, ever. I remember maybe 6 or 7 years ago, it may not even been that long, I saw a recommended video and it was like him and Trisha tasting menstrual blood. And I was like, no, thank you. And plus he did a lot of food videos and I have never been, I mean, even though I'm fat, I've never been somebody who wants to watch mukbangs or anything like that because I just don't want to. It's just not content that I like. So I never watched anything of his until last year. And I watched this Shane, you know, his Beautiful World of Jeffree Star or whatever. And then I went back and watched his Graveyard Girl and his other Jeffree series. Because I've never been a fan of Bunny either. And no, I mean, if you like her, that's cool. She just, her personality, I just can't. I just can't with the loud and the over the top and the so I have the berry something and then I've got the rose water. Berry Bad. So Berry Bad looks like this, kind of more red and rose. Did I just stick my finger in there? I sure did. And here is the rose water. The rose water is definitely way more cool with lighter tones. I think I'm gonna go ahead and use the other one. Although this one would probably go in my shirt a little better. There's only one matte. I'm not calling this a matte. Seriously, it's got so much shimmer in it. It's really dark too. I have hooded eyeballs, so I bring my, or eyelid, I shouldn't say eyeballs. Everybody has hooded eyeballs because there's a lid over them. But I like to bring it up a little bit. Wow, there's like no pigment. There's like no pigment in this. Let me try bronzer. I think I've got a contour in here that's kind of cool toned. Yeah, this is kind of cool toned, so let's try that. I just need something, a little something something in the crease. A little something something. A little something something. So you guys will have to let me know what you think of this hair. Because I was going to wear a headband and I didn't. I mean, I can't wear headbands every day. All day, every day. I don't even know if you guys can see color. I don't even know if you guys can see color. These birds are loud up in here. Hopefully nobody starts to mow. It's about 9:30 on Wednesday. So I have a handful of videos I need to film today. I posted a video on my Jolly Fit Elf channel. I was in Stampin' Up, which is an MLM. And I did that for, I don't know, 4 or 5 years. left and then went back last August, and I made the decision to leave again. And I talk about it more in depth over there, so you guys are welcome to go listen if you want to. But long story short, I was tired of selling, and I couldn't find my crafting mojo. Like I just couldn't figure out why I wasn't in the mood to craft. I couldn't figure it out at all. And that's when I realized it's like, because every time I filmed a video, I felt like it was an infomercial. And it just felt, like I've mentioned 1,000 times, it just felt disingenuous to try to sell. So I left Stampin' Up!, invested in more markers because I have a small Copic collection. I invested in a new desk. I've invested in new product. So I'm kind of ready for a change of pace over on my July Fed Off channel. And even on this channel, I'm kind of ready to do something different. I did go ahead and turn off comments on my Dear White People video because YouTube has stopped telling me that I had new comments, and some of them are just like, I just can't handle it. I just cannot handle Trump people right now. So, and if that pisses you off, I'm really sorry, but it is what it is at this point. So I'm not saying my way of thinking is right or anything like that. I don't know what I'm trying to say actually. I don't know. Yesterday was the day that Tati dropped her video. Let's talk about drama. And I don't know what to think. Everybody's like, how can she be manipulated? She's a 40-year-old woman. Number one, she's not 40 yet. Number two, you can be manipulated at any age. So I don't know why people are being so ageist about it. And number two, she was 100% manipulated. 100% manipulated. And it's kind of terrifying that people don't see it. If you come to a person who has told you that you've been if you've been a victim of that, and then they're telling you that one of your good friends or who you're mentoring, your mentee, is doing that, and they have evidence and people are going to come forward, and they just keep feeding your brain about that, you can 100% be manipulated. Am I saying she's right? No. I mean, I think I mentioned last year, I think it's all wrapped up in legal, and maybe it wasn't then, but it sure sounds like it is now. At the end of the day, we're talking about people's lives, and we're talking about very, 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 very serious allegations. And like I mentioned, I don't know Shane. I never knew Shane. So I didn't know anything about this past with all the blackface and stuff like that. And I'm just like, how is he still on the platform and making money? That's never okay. And making the jokes he's been making, that's not okay either. And then his reaction to her video yesterday when she mentioned her SA sexual thing, and he was basically mocking her. It's like, oh boy, you need someone on your PR team. You really need to think about what you're doing. So, and I don't know. I've just been kind of following it and just keeping my eye on it, and it gives me something to think on, something to do. And again, it's not for entertainment. Like, this isn't entertaining to me, but it's just another example of how you can't always trust people to be who they put themselves out to be. And Shane has done a really great job of rebranding himself as, this grandpa of YouTube or whatever he wants to call himself. But the problem is he also rebranded Jeffree Star, and it doesn't look like Jeffree has changed. And Shane is kind of on the sinking ship for aligning himself with that, and it's just not a good look. So it's just not a good look at all. But again, who am I to say? I'm gonna use this one. This eye look is taking forever for being how simple it is. I apologize, it's taking forever. So I'm using an Urban Decay spray bottle, but this actually has the e.l.f. Dewy Setting Mist in it. We'll talk about that when we get to the face, but that bottle broke. I got a brown eyeliner the other day from Profusion that I want to use, I think. I don't have one from e.l.f. and I feel like I need to define like my lash line. So this is just a liquid liner from Profusion. I actually like both the brown and the black. I went and bought the brown because I like their black one so much. And it comes in a duo. So you get the liquid and the gel. Enough with that. Let's mess with the foundation. So I have the Flawless Finish Foundation and Light Ivory. I think this is the lightest color. I just ordered the new ColourPop Hydroflask foundation. I had their matte foundation. I didn't care for that. I had their what's it called? Tinted moisturizer. I didn't care for that. So maybe this foundation will work. I wasn't going to get it, and then I went ahead and... So I'm going to speed through this, and then I'll just show you guys what it looks like when I'm done. Okay, so this is the skin so far. I look pretty dang ghostly, but it's not that light on camera, I mean in real life at all. So I don't know. Okay, so I'm going to use the Hydrating Camo Concealer. This is in shade Fair Warm. I also have another one that is in the shade Fair Beige, and there's really not much of a difference between the two. The beige is a bit more pink. So I'm going to use some of this under my eyeball. I'm just going to use a little tiny bit. Put this on up here. I don't know that this is really going to highlight because it's almost the same color as the foundation, but hopefully it will help everything kind of blend. Let's go ahead and set this. I have the Holy Hydration, the Halo Glow setting powder. This is really pretty. A glowy powder, so if you don't want to glow, it's probably not for you. It's very, very subtle. It reminds me of the Milani powder. The Makeup Revolution has a finishing powder. NYX has a finishing powder. Kind of like the Jaclyn Hill loose powders. It's kind of what it's like. I normally don't like to set with powder because I have such dry skin, but if it's an illuminating powder, I don't mind. And number two, this is really slippy slidey all over my face today. So we need a little bit down. I didn't do my under eyes. I just kind of glazed over the rest of my face. So hopefully we can blend everything else on top of it. So let's pull in the bronzer I'm going to use. This is the Natural Glow Face Palette. I have a bronzer and blush, but this bronzer feels like it's a bit way too deep. That's like, it's a bit deep. It's a little bit deep. So I'm going to do this. And this is what I put in my crease earlier. If I can get it open. You can also use the Blendiful for this, but I've gotten wet. Gotten it wet on both sides, so it's probably not a good idea. Whew, that's a lot of bronzer, Misty. For blush, I think I'm going to use real peachy, and I'm going to go ahead and use the blush from this little palette. This is the, who knows, because e.l.f. doesn't always like to put names on their packaging. I don't know why that's an issue, but it is with them. Speaking of e.l.f., if you've never heard of it, you can get this at basically Target, Walmart, sometimes at the Dollar Tree. You can buy it from their website, which I actually prefer to do because they always have a sale, free shipping over $15. You can do it with Rakuten, which is used to be Ebates, which is actually, it actually works. I know a lot of people are really skeptical about it, but it does really work. I use it. So, anyway, I like to buy from their website because you can stack Rakuten, and like I said, free shipping over $15. They always are giving free gifts. It's just, it's in your best interest to buy from their website. Okay, let's do highlight. This is the highlight brush I want to use. I'm going to use my regular highlighting brush. I'll use my regular highlighting brush. These came in a BoxyCharm. This is the Luxie Dual Fiber Powder Brush. Highlighting brush to me. So I have this shimmering highlighting powder. There's no color. I'm going to kind of put that right here. And I'm going to bring in that big powder brush I used. All right, I'm going to go ahead and spray my face. And then we'll put on mascara and a lip and we'll be done. So, I mentioned that I have this Urban Decay bottle. That's because this one doesn't work. This is the Dewy Setting Mist, which is the exact same as this, which is the other. This is the Glow Dewy Mist. I'm pretty sure it's the same. It smells the same, feels like it works the same. So, I don't think you need both, but what do I know? Spray my face, dry it down. Okay, for mascara, I have this one. It's a dual-ended one. It just says smudge proof mascara. There's an upper and then a lower. And this lower brush, I may keep this. Look how tiny that is. It's so tiny. So, and this is actually a pretty decent mascara. I mean, I have a really hard time with mascaras because my lashes just want to be stick straight no matter what I do. But this really did add a little bit of boom boom. Ba ba boom. Alright, let's do a lip. So I have a lipstick. Then I have a gloss, which I thought was an eye topper, but it's a gloss. So this is a gloss. I have this lipstick, which is a little peachy. Then I have a couple of other glosses. So I'm going to go ahead and start with the lipstick. I try not to buy a bunch of lip products because I already have a ton. So you guys can never see me put on lipstick. So you can see this is just a little too peach for this look. So I'm going to bring in this kind of brownie taupey colored gloss. Maybe it's just a lipstick because it's not very glossy. So that kind of toned it down a little bit. And I'm going to go ahead and use a little bit of this plumping gloss. This is serious reals. I need a different color. But this will tingle. It takes a while, but it tingles for real. Okay, so that's it, guys. That is the look. A whole full face of e.l.f. I didn't really talk much about e.l.f., but like I said, they can find them at any drugstore. Walgreens, CVS. Like I said, I think you can get them at Walmart, Target, Ulta carries them, but like I said, the best place to get it is from their website if you're in the US. I don't know about other countries, and I apologize for that. I feel like I need to add a little bit more to my eyebrows, maybe. Ooh, tingly. It's so tingly. I don't know if it really plumps them or not, but they sure tingly. But anyway, that's it for today. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you guys are doing well and staying safe and staying sane. And happy the 1st of July. So when I post this, it's probably the 5th of July. Right? Yeah. So I hope you guys had a happy 4th of July here in the US and that you were safe and enjoyed the fireworks, all that good stuff. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye for now.